I've played lots of games with weird, out-of-their-element moments. I've played House of the Dead 2 as a typing tutor. I've played as Earthworm Jim in Clay Fighter 63 and a third. I've even played Pokemon as an on-rails shooter, with a camera naturally. But none of them could have prepared me for KOF Sky Stage, the King of Fighters experience reimagined as a bullet hell shooter. While I haven't played as much King of Fighters as I have, say, Guilty Gear or Marvel vs. Capcom, I recognize enough of the subplots and references so as not to feel completely lost. But it doesn't take much to appreciate just how out there the concept is. Why not take this venerable franchise and adapt it to one of the fastest growing genres in the market? Supposedly, there's some semblance of plot involving abductions and why select heroes from the KOF tournament are flying around. This being a bullet hell game, though, you'll quickly forget all of that in favor of my life, that sure is a lot of bullets heading toward my person. Befitting all that enemy ordnance, each of the 6 quote-unquote fighters, Terry, Kyo, Iori, Athena, Mai, and Kula, have a different spread pattern to their standard attacks and different screen-clearing blasts for when the action gets a little bit too hairy. So you've picked your character, you've set your options, and now you're in a vertical scrolling maelstrom of enemy fire, collecting medals for bonus points and doing everything you can to survive. 3 hits depletes your health bar, gotta at least make this look like a fighting game after all, handing you a continue screen that you might as well get used to because the action just doesn't let up. You can accumulate bombs, which clear a chunk of the screen and give you some breathing room, and energy for ultimate techniques, which will look familiar to fans of the series. There's 5 stages of madness, plus a second advanced series of 6 if you manage to collect the KOF invitation located in each stage and then beat the game on 1 credit. Yeah, right. I'm sure there's some guy in an arcade in Japan who's done it standing on 1 leg, but my bullet foo is not that strong. Each stage culminates in a huge boss battle where deft maneuvering comes to the forefront against wave after wave of oncoming fire. You'll recognize the bosses as well. Most of them have Orochi somewhere in the name and make vague references to how they got trounced back in '98 or whenever. I can never keep all those years straight. The soundtrack borrows a few tracks from the KOF series, though the majority of the time any music is just covered by the sounds of copious explosions, as it rightly should be. There's limited vocal work, as most of the plot takes place in text-only conversations. And by plot, I mean smack talk, because this is a fighting game byproduct after all. While an appreciation of the series is handy, it's by no means required. All you need to know is that the bullets that are coming toward you are bad, and the things firing them should be put down as fast as possible. In the end, it's a strange little bit of side project that will make KOF fans happy, make bullet hell fans busy, and keep the franchise alive in spite of its recent missteps. It's a fun, if sometimes frustrating, romp through a storied series all-star lineup, but with more explosions. Because explosions are awesome.